Evening. Give a few moments. I don't have a lot of people here tonight. I didn't even think last week about it being Labor Day today. Since I'm not working at the moment. I don't keep up with that stuff. Even when I'm working, sometimes it creeps up on me. Unless somebody says something about it at work, things like this will creep up on me. But, hi Jessie, hi Debbie. Hi Lynn. How are y'all? So glad y'all are here. I told y'all last week we were going to do a fall card, and on that we're going to do the tissue paper again. So I've got it all ready, and I have most everything stamped and die cut, except for my sentiment that goes on the front. I'm telling you, I am worn out today, and we went to Lowe's because Johnny's lawnmower. Hi Pam. Johnny's lawnmower died, and he had to have another one, and that's not something I really care to borrow. So I told him, I said, we're going to have one, because mowing season's not totally over, and he hasn't mowed the four-legged baby's yard yet. They have their own little yard in the back, and that's the only thing he had not mowed. He didn't finish quite. Yeah. Hi Amber, glad you are here. He got almost all of the front yard mowed when it kicked the bucket. So we had to go get a new lawnmower. We were up there for a good while. I couldn't find my Lowe's charge card, and they were having a lot of problems with it, and I'll tell you what, the customer service line was ridiculous, and it was crazy. We were up there way too long, and I don't like to go up there. I don't like to be in any places right now, and especially where there's a lot of people, So, hi Bridget. But anywho's, we finally got everything taken care of and got him a new lawnmower. I told him, happy birthday, happy anniversary, Merry Christmas, for a couple of years. Whatever. We always, anything that we get like that, we just put it into holidays. It's okay, because it's things that we have to have. So, Plus, I got me some plants. I got me some succulents. My friend Shelly, that lives out in Mercer, California, is a succulent freak. She has all these gorgeous succulents in front of her apartment, and I see pictures of them all the time, and I thought, I have got to try succulents. So I bought some, and I'm going to see. There was a lady there that she said, do you like succulents? I said, this is my first time. She said, I love them. I've been buying them for over 5 years. She said, you're going to fall in love. So we'll see. I'm going to see if I'm going to fall in love with succulents. I think they're gorgeous. I got some really pretty ones. But anywho's, let's go ahead and get started. We are using Gather Together for our fall card. I'm using this leaf and this pumpkin. And I am using Season of Thanks for the sentiment on the front, and then the one on the inside, I'm using May this season bring you smiles and love that will last all year. Also, I'm using the Gathered Leaves dies, and I'm going to tell you, whenever I got my dies out, I realized I'm missing a die, and I'm not really positive which die it is. So, I'm going to have to get my book out and look. But we're going to use the pumpkin one, and the big leaf one. And I am I'm going to be using the Layering Ovals frameless dies. We're going to use the very smallest smooth edge die. Plus, we are going to be using the 2020-2022 in color enamel dots. Of course, dimensionals. Can't do it without dimensionals. We're going to use some glue dots. We're going to use Early Espresso and Pumpkin Pie as our ink colors. So, I've got my big leaf on a D block. I've got both sentiments and my pumpkin on B blocks. So, I've got everything ready. Oh, one thing else. We are using a 2020-2022 in color ribbon. I'm using the cinnamon cider. Is that not gorgeous? I love this color. So pretty. So pretty. Our base, our card base, is 8.5 by 5.5. I have scored it at 4 1/4, and this is Cajun Craze. We're going to go ahead and give it a fold. Get my bone folder. Give it a nice crease here. And our card is going in this direction. Right here. Here's our envelope. Here's my piece I'm going to stamp my sentiment on. Our first layer is with little today. You can tell it's black. It's basic black. And I'm telling you what, I don't even have it. Yeah, I do. I have it written down. It's 5 5/16 by 4 1/16. I have 2 of those. One for the front, one for the inside. I have 2 pieces of the Plaid Tidings 6 by 6 designer series paper. And I have cut these at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Of course, one for the inside and one for the front. And, hey, I do not know why basic black is the worst to give these little fuzzies. Any hoodles. Here's our piece of Whisper White that I am going to glue one of my designer series papers to give it the firmness I need. Hey, Tricia. Glad you're here. So, this is what we're going to cover. Let me see. I move things around and then I'm thinking, oh my gosh, where's it at? Anyways, and I told y'all I was going to I want to get my Christmas cards for church done before I go back to work. So I decided Saturday to get my stuff and go to the kitchen table instead of standing in here in my crafty room and work on in there, and I could watch TV. And so that's what I did and started putting them together because everything was cut. I had dry embossed and it was ready to start putting together, except for my wet embossing, which I'm not doing just yet because it's, excuse me, it gets so hot in here I can't run my fan because it blows my embossing powder around and it gets too hot in here. So I figure I'm not going to get totally done because I want to do that when it gets a little cooler and I don't have to have the fan on. Okay, there is our piece here that we're going to cover in our tissue paper. Now, let me get my silicone mat here. But now I'm not going to put my glue on my silicone mat this time. I'm going to use my silicone mat to put my card base on. Because I'm going to cover this with glue. And I have got a piece of grid paper that I got glue on the other side. And I'm going to just use it and put my glue on it. And let me get me a sponge. I threw my other sponges away. They got a little yuckola. So let me get me a piece of sponge. These are our stamping sponges. They come like this, and I just cut them into wedges. There's a nice big wedge. These are smaller wedges, which is fine. You can cut it in half, you can cut it in fourths, you can cut it in six, ever how you want to, you know, like a pie wedge. It works. Anyways, I was working on it all, and I started putting my layers together for the inside, and then I got to the front, picked up my dry emboss piece. Now, mind you, I did like about 55 of these. Hey, Barb. Full crafty cards and products to work with. I bet it's full, Debbie. Anyway, I had done my dry embossing the wrong way. Now, about 55 of these I had dry embossed in the wrong direction. And I thought, you know, you would thought at some point or another that I would have caught on that I was messing it up and that I wasn't doing it right. But no, Sharon didn't. I embossed all 55 in the wrong direction. So I had to come in here Saturday and cut enough of my whisper white background and cut enough that I could alright, now this is what I'm gonna tell you, which I should have done before I put my glue on. Hi Shelly, I was just talking about you. I bet your ears are burning. Hey guys, this is my friend Shelly. I was telling y'all about lives in California. That's the succulent lady. She loves succulents. I bought me some succulents today. I'm going to give it a try. Yep. We had to go to Lowe's because Johnny needed a new lawnmower, so I got me some succulents. So, I'm going to see how I do with them. Anyways, so I got in here and I recut and I dry embossed. And I'm going to tell you what, by the time I got done, my arm was wore out. All right. Now then, here's our tissue paper. Sorry, excuse me. The reason you have to cover every bit of this in glue is because this tissue paper has to totally cover it. And you want it where it's not going to be coming loose from your designer series paper. Now, I'll tell you what, when I made my sample, you know, I goofed. I goofed big time. But I think I kind of liked that I did because it really was pretty neat. I flipped my stuff over and I put my glue on the wrong side. I thought, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I did that. That was after I had glued my DSP on the front. And I was going to put my tissue paper here. I cannot believe I did that. But I'm going to tell you what, once I was able to get my glue on the other side, it was really easy to pull this over and to lay all of this down, and it all laid down really perfectly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put me out some more glue, and I am going to come in with this, and I am going to put me some glue here. Just like that. And then we're going to come in with it. You have to pull it tight because it's got to be tight along this edge here. I'm going to flip this around and we're going to do this other side the same way. And I'm going to put glue right down through here with it. And I'm going to tell you, yes, I have oodles and oodles of plenty of tissue paper here. And but I'd rather have too much than not enough because I want this to lay down really nice and neat. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to dot some on here. Okay, and looky there, I've got it on my grid paper. So I'm going to pull this over. I'll lay this one over just like you is going to tuck it under for the bed. Okay, now I've got it too far, but that's okay. I'm going to put a little bit right in here, get that undone right there, and lay that down. So we're going to do the same thing over here. So what I'm going to do, come on up with it. And I'm getting it all over my fingers. I can feel it. So I'll have to see if I can get some of this off when I get this done. And lay this down. Yeah, I'm wrapping this present here. That's what it looks like. But that's okay. That's what I want. Now, see how nice that is? But you've got that wrinkled look because that's the look you want. I feel like I have glue right here. That's okay. It'll dry. Alright, now then, I'm going to lay this over here out of my way. And I'm going to get me a baby wipe real quick and see if I can get some of this off because I don't want this glue getting on everything else. And, hi, Shelly Lee. How are you, dear? I'm glad you're here. I am feeling better. I am feeling lots better. Let me tell y'all, while I've got it on my mind, I start back to work next Monday. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just kind of a little, not real sure about it yet, but my medical leave's about up, and it only lasts 3 months, and, you know, I would love to retire, but we can't afford for me to retire right now. We got too many things to pay for. I got to pay for Johnny's lawnmower. But I have my car payment. I have just a little over a year on my car. I'll have it paid off. And then I can use that money to pay off some other stuff. But anyway, the insurance is awesome. I've already told y'all what it did for me. So, I can't afford to not work right now. So, that's next Monday. So, I may be too tired to come live next Monday because it's going to be the first time in 3 months I've worked. So, anywho's, I will let y'all know if I'm going to. I'm going to turn this over because I got glue on it. No, I'm not going to turn it over either. I'll turn it up this way. Where's that glue? I'm going to put something on there. There it is. That looks funny. But anyway, I'm not going to put nothing in there. I'm going to leave this upside down because it's got the glue on these other edges. I just, you know, I figure I'm going to be too tired to do anything besides come home, hit my recliner, and be out. Thank you, Shelly. I'm glad I'm better too. I'm just, ooh. But after just, you know, this morning, I was so tired when we got home. I love both sides, but this is the side that really just jumps out at me. Glue all into my bottle. Okay. Anyways. Do you know what I did Saturday? I did just that right there with one of my Christmas cards. And I almost cried because, oh my gosh, I have earned it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm going to cut me another one of those. And so much for turning that over, right? Yeah. I did a good job. Good job. Okay. what did I tell you this was? This is 5 5/16. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/16. Just one past that. Yep. And 4 1/16. There we go. Just that quick. All right. Okay. I'm so aggravated. Okay, let's go to, we'll just go to Christmas. We'll just go with Christmas. Okay. Now, I don't need that one just yet. We're going to go ahead and glue this one on the inside and hope I don't do that again. I love my liquid glue. Love it. But I sure can make a mess with it. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now, I can tell I'm a little crooked up here and I've got too much showing over there, but I'm not going to cry. I'll be okay with it. Alright. I used some scraps and I cut me out some leaves. I have a Cajun Craze, cherry cobbler, and a pumpkin pie. And I used pumpkin pie and made me 2 pumpkins. And they're going to go on the front of our card. But first, I need to put some of this ribbon. So I'm going to say, yeah, about right there. Take my scissor snips, go like that with it. Boy, I feel like I've got glue everywhere. And we're going to come about right in. And of course, Sharon is trying to put it on backwards like a, I don't know what. Like an I don't know what. I'm going to use my take your pick tool. I'm going to get me a glue dot. I'm going to put it right here. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to lay down my ribbon. I'm going to bring it right around here. I'm going to get me another glue dot. Put it right there. I'm going to lay my ribbon down. Make sure it's straight. You know, I want it straight as I can get it. And lay it down, and now I'm going to snip off this excess. I have enough excess of everything already on my card. So, I'm going to do that. Lay that up there. Now, I'm going to take my liquid glue and we're going to, nope. Nope. That's not what I'm doing. I am going to take my other sponge wedgie and my early espresso, and I am going is that what I used? Early espresso. Nope, I'm using cinnamon cider. I didn't use early espresso. Use cinnamon cider. La-di-da. Let me throw this one away because I've made it all yucky now. Let me get another wedge. Here, we're going to use cinnamon cider. Should have done this before I put my ribbon on. But that's okay, because I can do that just like this. Ha 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 ha. So, you can always kind of take care of your boobs. Your bloops. Alright. Now, I am doing my edges. because I've got it on my ribbon, but I'm not going to fret it. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's give it a little bit more fallish look here with the cinnamon cider on there. And now, let's scooch these up. So maybe I won't get them onto something. Now then we're going to do the gluing. All right, now we're going to put that on this other piece of basic black, and I'm going to do my best to do better centering with this one. Okay, that's sticking out. I'm going to get that tucked under. Now then, look there. Scooch it this way, and we are ready. Well, okay, not perfect. Didn't expect it to be. Mine never are. So I'm not going to fret it. Now then, we're going to lay this right here. I feel like I've got glue where it doesn't need to be, because it's on my hands. You rub that off. Alright, we're going to put our pumpkin pie, and we're going to pop up these. I'm going to lay one pumpkin here, like this. I'm going to glue my pumpkin down, and I'm going to pop up these leaves. I'm going to pop up these leaves. Okay, we're going to start by gluing our pumpkin down like this, right here. We're going to you'd think, I thought I was prepared. You'd think I would have been. No, Sharon always messes something up, but that's okay. That's part of being crafty, you know. You like the ink on the ribbon? All right. Hey, Gary Couch. You're watching me do my most favorite thing. It's create. Alright, now I'm going to take the pick tool and pop these backings off of this. Like this, right here. And we're going to put this leaf is going to go about right there. Then we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this one. But now I'm not going to put them over all the way because it's going to be part of the way on top of this one. So, let me see. Yep, over here. I hope y'all can see. I don't even know if I have scooted this so close to me that you can't. I may have. Okay. And I need one right here. Now then. Whoopsie. I'm going to pop these off. No. Tried to bend my, tore my leaf. I cannot believe I did that. Yeah, I can. I Swanee. Okay, I'm the only one that can tell. Y'all can't tell it, can you? Hang on then. Oh, I know it. I love these dimensionals. I tell you, I'm a dimensional fanatic. I have to have lots of dimensionals. Okay, now, I'm not going to put any dimensionals over here because it's going to be on top of of that other leaf also. Whoa, look there. One fell off. Okay, let me see. This away. Some reason or another, these just fell off. That's all right. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck to my finger. Alright. Now then, let's pop these off of here. Okay, I got it all. I'll tell you what, I watched these two guys. Their name's Barry and Jay. They're in the UK. And they put a black mark down all of their dimensionals. That way, whenever they pull the backing off, they know if they've gotten them all. Which I think is really a neat idea. But, you know, me, I'm not going to take all that time. Yeah, no, I'm not going to take all that time and mark all of my dimensionals. So, forget it. All right. Now, I know I'm missing something. I'm supposed to have... Oh, I know what it is. My inside piece. Duh. And here I stood here and looked at everything and said, okay, what do I need? Oh, I've got it all. And I didn't have it all. But that's okay. Here it is. I have one. Alright, we're going to stamp our sentiment for the front on here. We're going to use the Early Espresso. And that's what I used to stamp all of my leaves. I used the pumpkin pie to stamp my pumpkins with. And, let's see. Season of Thanks. That's what I'm going to stamp on here. Just like that. Does that not look pretty? Almost looks like it's black, doesn't it? Then we're going to take our May this season bring you smiles and love that will last all year. And we're going to stamp that in the middle and at the top of our sentiment. This is 4 by 2 3/4, by the way. I forgot to tell you that. It's pretty much the size I always do for my inside sentiments. The majority of the time. I hope I'm getting this straight. And then, oh, look at there. Man, that's straight and nearly right slap dab in the middle. How about that? Who would have thunk it? Not me. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside. We're going to use our liquid glue. I left it sitting there open. Look at this. Oopsie, I know what I forgot to do. I was going to, let me get my cinnamon cider. Okay. Alright. Now ink up the edges here. Okay. So as always, you can always get around all your boo-boos. I do this on a regular basis, you know. Y'all just don't see me because I'm not always live. So I do these boo-boos a lot. That's why I know how to fix them and get around them. You know, when you do them on a regular basis, you figure out how to take care of them. So, anywhoodles, there we go. Alright. Ta-da! That looks good. Okay. Now, this pumpkin is going to get a little glue, and it's going to go right here. So that pumpkin is right there. We're through right there. Alright, I'm going to cap my glue because I'm through with it. Let me get my wonderful machine over here. Our new Stampin' Up cut and emboss machine. Is this not gorgeous? I love this thing. It's awesome. Unfolds like that, so it takes up less room when you store it. Here's our basic plate, our plate number 1. Then we put number 2 down. Then we put number 3 down. I'm going to put my cardstock there. I'm going to take my die and I'm going to lay it on top of it. Now, this die is a little smaller, so it's going to take just a smidgen of the lettering here. But I'm not worried about it because, you know, the next size up is way too big. So, I'm okay with that. Anyway, oh, and it runs so smoothly through. Yes, Shelley, practice makes perfect one of these days. No, I'll never be perfect, and it's okay. All right. Look there. That is so wonderful. So wonderful. I love our new cut and emboss. And then you just fold it up and stick it back over in its spot, and it takes up very little room. See, and it doesn't cut off very much, just a smidge. Just right up there at the edges. And I have got something stuck in the glue on my thumb. Okay, now then, of course I have to put dimensionals on here. I'm going to put one right down here. I'm going to put one right over here. And I'm putting one in the middle. And you're thinking, oh my gosh, that's just small. I know it's small, but you know I do not like saggy. I don't like my things being saggy. So, I'd rather use an extra dimension than to have a saggy sentiment here. So, our sentiment is going to go right there. And there is our card, but we have our envelope. Oh, Debbie, it's wonderful, isn't it? I am going to use my pumpkin pie. I'm going to take the pumpkin stamp, ink up, stamp it on my envelope, and there we are. Okay, guys, we are through. No, we're not. No, we're not. We've got to put our enamel dots on here. Does Sharon? Okay. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have to have an enamel dot on here. Okay. Just going to take one and I'm going to put it right there. And that's all we're using. Okay. And this is the cinnamon cider color. You know, because this is all of our in colors. Bumblebee, cinnamon cider, misty moonlight, just jade, and magenta madness. Aren't these gorgeous? I love them. I love them. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Shelley. All right. Thank you, Bridget. I'm so glad y'all like this. I'm going to tell y'all, all this stuff can be bought on my Stampin' Up online store. Over here to the right is a link to my store. And here's my original one. See, I cut a little more. I don't know what I did. I got it over this way a little too far whenever I stamped it, or whenever I laid my die down, but that's okay. it's okay. It looks good anyway. Anyway, here's the inside. Here's the front. I love this card. I love it. There's so much dimensional on the front. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Shelley. Then it wants to flop up. Here, let's do that. Whoops, it didn't work. Anyway, all of this stuff can be ordered from my online store, and you can get the new cut and emboss machine. The mini one is not available yet. It should be available by the end of the year. I'm looking forward to getting the mini one too. I don't know why, because I probably keep using the big one. You know how that goes. You use what you're used to using and what's comfortable with you. But anywho's, but like I said, thank you, Shelley. Next Monday, I will let y'all know if I'm going to go live. The likelihood is that I probably won't. I probably will be too tired. It being my first day back at work, and it'll be. I know he's scheduled me for 9 hours, and I don't know if I'll even make it the 9 hours. You know, it's something I'm going to have to wait and see. And so next week's probably going to be a rough week for me going back to work. And but I will let y'all know whether I'm going live next Monday or not. But don't really hold your breath on it, because I probably won't. Let's see. I was going to tell y'all something else, and now I can't think of it. It must not have been important then. You know, that's what my mama always said. That if I can't remember it no longer than that, it must not have been important. So, it must not have been. But I want to tell you guys, thank you, Barb. I love you all, and I sure thank y'all for coming and joining me this evening and spending time with me. And I hope y'all have enjoyed it as much as I have. And y'all have an awesome evening. Get in your crafty space. Make something creative. Shelley paints. She's an awesome painter. And she used to make cards. She was an awesome card maker too. But painting's her thing. And painting and succulents. That's Shelley's thing. But pray for everybody out in California. The fires are really bad. Shelley can tell you that it's not really close to her just yet, but I pray for them every day. I just want her to be safe. You know, you always pray for your friends. I pray for all of y'all on here, and that y'all all safe. Y'all stay well. Wear your mask. I know I didn't used to push masks. I used to hate them. I just still don't like them, but I wear mine all the time. And y'all have a blessed night too. Thank you, Bridget. Okay, I'll be watching for it. And I'm glad you enjoyed this evening, Shelley. Thank you. But I love you guys. Y'all take care. God bless you all. Bless you all. And y'all get in your crafty space and make some crafty things. And I will see y'all soon. Bye.